Aaron Glenn reveals the plan for undrafted free agent quarterback, Mr. Brady Cook. Now, this is a guy that a lot of Jets fans are asking me, Richie, are we going to see Brady Cook this year? Are the Jets going to give him his opportunity? Now, Aaron Glenn spoke to the media this week, and he broke it down, and he revealed exactly what the Jets' plan is with this rookie quarterback in Brady Cook. As we all know, the Jets are benching Justin Fields. Tyrod Taylor is getting the start on Sunday, and Aaron Glenn said something that is very alarming that we need to keep in mind to the media, and we're going to break it all down right here in this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, folks. Comment down below your thoughts. Would you want Brady Cook to get the starting nod eventually this season? Do you have any hope that he could be the future franchise, the savior, lead us to the playoffs? No, relax. That's not happening. Hey, you never know. But let's get into Brady Cook now right here in this video, because you look at Brady Cook, and I'm just going to be honest here about Brady Cook first and foremost. Early on in training camp in the preseason, he did not look great. I did not really see much, but that does not mean that he can't develop and learn. I think all these games that he is sitting back and watching Justin Fields go out there, Tyrod Taylor go out there, maybe he's absorbing all these things. And if the Jets really want to turn to him, that will be pretty interesting. So let's get to the quote from Aaron Glenn about Brady Cook when he was asked about him to the media. All right. So here it is. Mr. Aaron Glenn, shout out to Zach Rosenblatt, still developing. There's been a plan for him from the very beginning. I want to make sure we do what's right for him. Who knows? We'll see what happens as the season progresses. I'm not promising anything, but he knows exactly what his role is when it comes to this team. I'll say right now, Tyrod is our starter. So this is interesting. If you're reading this quote with detail, I mean, I'm expecting Brady Cook to get his time, maybe at some point in December when maybe there's 3 or 4 games left. Tyrod is also banged up very often, so there's a chance that he gets out there just because of the injury problem to Tyrod, which I'm not rooting for, of course. But I think this is very interesting here that Aaron Glenn says it this way. And why not? It doesn't hurt to give this Jets rookie quarterback an opportunity, because the best case scenario is Brady Cook goes out there and plays quality level football, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, wait, maybe we have our backup, because the Jets are going after a new quarterback next year. Of course, we don't know how they're going to get him. Are they going to trade for one? Are they going to draft one? Are they going to sign one? We don't know. There's so many ways. Maybe the Jets draft one and sign one. That's an option. There's a lot of different ways. The Jets could be cutting Justin Fields, which would add a lot of dead cap money. The Jets are already paying Aaron Rodgers a lot of dead cap. So the Jets could have $57-ish million going to a non-quarterback that's on the roster, paying Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields if they cut Justin Fields. Another question is, do you cut Justin, or is he the backup next year? I think there's a world that the Jets look at Brady Cook as a potential long-term quarterback too. Now, does he have quarterback one potential? Yeah, I mean, of course, but I'm definitely not expecting that. We've seen undrafted free agents go out there and become this. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. It's not, a common thing that the undrafted free agent becomes the starting quarterback, so I'm not really going to entertain that. I think what we can hope for is that we found a cheap guy that we can rely on to be a quarterback 2, quarterback 3. But the most realistic approach to this is he's going to be quarterback 3 next year, behind a guy we bring in as a veteran and behind a guy we draft. That's kind of what I'm thinking, unless the Jets roll with Tyrod to keep the bridge. I don't know. There's a whole offseason to talk about what the Jets are going to do at quarterback in the offseason, but that's not the focus of this video. This is more about Brady Cook. So I think with Brady Cook, you look at what he did in Missouri as an undrafted free agent. By the way, if you didn't know, he was on the same team with first-round pick Armand Membu, who's been our stud right tackle. If you guys were not aware of that, fun little fact there. But Brady Cook was fantastic in Missouri 2 years ago, and then he took a step back this past year, which is why he went undrafted. If he declared for the draft 2 years ago, he probably would have got drafted in the mid-rounds, probably like a day 3 pick, but he kind of took a step back. And I think that what Brady Cook brings is he does have that dual threat. He does have that ability to be an athletic quarterback, which I do like. He has an arm. The problem with him is always going to be processing and being able to understand where the ball needs to go. He doesn't really have a big arm where you see him just stretch the ball down the field and be an absolute potential big-time playmaker. You never know. That can be developed. He can throw on the run, which you like, but can he be a pocket passer where he can just step up and throw? Now, would it be smart for the New York Jets to go to Brady Cook eventually after Tyrod plays these next few games? Yeah, I think absolutely. Why not? It doesn't hurt to give Brady Cook an opportunity. This is a lost season. The Jets are 2-8. They're most likely going to lose against Baltimore, fall to 2-9. This is in evaluation mode. And I've been saying that. I don't want to be redundant by saying that over and over and over again, but it is the reality of this football team. The Jets are evaluating everybody. So they're going to give Tyrod his chance to start to really push the ball down the field, which we already talked about. But Brady Cook, that's another evaluation mode. The Jets could be looking at him like, all right, Brady, show me what you got. Because what if he goes out there and all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, he can hold his own. He puts up 200, 250 yards, high completion percentage, but the Jets aren't winning. Like, that could be a plus, because the Jets need all the talent and the upside they can possibly get. And this was the first quarterback that the Darren Muji era Jets and Aaron Glenn brought in the draft. Now, they didn't draft him, so it's not like he's a first-round pick and he has to be the franchise quarterback. But even an undrafted guy, they scouted him. They felt like he was a fit for the system that Tanner Engstrand is building. So, of course, they're going to want to evaluate him. They also decided to keep Brady Cook over Adrian Martinez. Adrian Martinez was the undrafted free agent from Joe Douglas. This is their guy, Brady Cook. So that also tells you that they see something in Brady and that they have a plan. And, if you read this quote from Aaron Glenn again, there's been a plan from him from the very beginning. That is important. The Jets have a plan with this guy. They're developing him, but I don't want any Jets fans to start getting delusional and hopeful that this guy could be the next franchise quarterback. I think that's a little out of control. I don't want to say that's not happening, because you never know, but let's be honest here. This is more about, can this guy show us enough that we can be confident that he could be a long-term quarterback too? Because that's the reality is a backup quarterback on a cheap contract is valuable. Because you look around the NFL, there's so many quarterbacks that go down with injuries, and it's unfortunate. And some teams are able to win games with backup quarterbacks. Look at the San Francisco 49ers right now. Brock Purdy is in and out of the lineup. Mac Jones, a very good backup. He's going out there and winning games with the 49ers. And don't sleep on Mac Jones being a target for the Jets if they want to go the bridge route, by the way. That's a whole other conversation. No, Mac Jones isn't coming here to be our franchise guy for the future, but a bridge quarterback is really all you want from that capacity. So I think Aaron Glenn revealing these plans of Brady Cook is very intriguing, because I think that a lot of Jets fans are pounding the table for this guy to go out there and potentially be the quarterback for this team moving forward. But at the end of the day, man, I don't want Brady Cook to go out there if he's really bad. That's the other thing. Like, if Brady Cook is not prepared and not ready to go, and he's just as bad as Fields in terms of passing the ball, then there really is no reason to go out there with the mindset of this offense wants to be trying to be developed. Because the whole reason why the Jets are going to Mr. Tyrod Taylor instead of Justin Fields, we talked about it previously, is the Jets are evaluating this roster, right? And the reason that Justin Fields is being benched is because they want this offense to be opened up through the air. And Tyrod is able to do that. Now, if Brady Cook is limited at that same capacity, then does it make sense to go to him? Because then you're not really able to develop that side of the offense of throwing the football. Then all of a sudden, Garrett Wilson, when he's healthy at the end of the season, he's not getting the ball. Then A.D. Mitchell's not getting the ball anymore. Mason Taylor. So I think there's a lot of different ways to look at this. And Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji and the entire coaching staff are evaluating the entire roster, not just the quarterback position. They need to figure out who's part of this team for the 2026 season and beyond, because that's what it's all about. And I understand that people want this team to have a quick fix and figure out a way to be a successful football team. We've been bad for 14 years and counting, but I think that you have to just keep reminding yourself, and I know people don't want to hear this, don't shoot the messenger. This is a 2-year plan. You can argue 3. And I know people be like, oh, the Jets have been in rebuild mode since they won a Super Bowl in 1969. Yeah, you can argue that's right. But then there's no way that this New York Jets team is built for an expedited rebuild. They're just not. The Patriots were able to do that because they hit a home run in the draft with Drake May, and they got their coach. Now they're able to win. The Jets got to get their quarterback. And Aaron Glenn's got to prove that he knows what he's doing, of course, as the head coach, and prove that he can win football games. But without a quarterback, we're nothing. And that will be the continuous thing that we will all say in the offseason until the Jets find their quarterback, hopefully hit a home run out of there. Then we shall see. Are the Jets going to be competitive next year? Is Brady Cook part of the plans? Is Tyrod going to be on this team? Is Fields going to be cut? There's a lot of things to evaluate of the future of this Jets football team, especially at the quarterback position. So hit that thumbs up button. Give me your thoughts in the comments about Brady Cook. Would you want him to go out there sooner rather than later, or would you rather the Jets just keep with Tyrod Taylor? The fact that Mr. Aaron Glenn said that, I'll say right now, Tyrod is our starter, that goes to show that Aaron Glenn is not committing to Tyrod for the whole season, and he's letting Tyrod go out there and play these few games, and then you never know what's possible. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about Brady Cook. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe here for more content. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for being the proud sponsor of Jets Media all season long. If you guys have not checked them out by now, what are you waiting for? Get a 100% match up to $100 by using the code JETS, and you will get $20 for free. No deposit even necessary. You sign up today, you get your 100% deposit match. You put $50 in, they give you $50 for free. Terms and conditions apply, of course. Please bet responsibly. Legal in 25 states. Huge salute to the friends over there on Sleeper.